Welcome back to Deadscape Diaries, where we uncover the most harrowing tales of survival and terror. Tonight, we take you on a chilling journey into the ordinary, where the mundane midnight shift at a convenience store turns into a fight for life against a ruthless murderer. Meet Jake, an unsuspecting store clerk whose routine night is shattered by the appearance of a wanted fugitive. As the tension mounts and the danger escalates, will Jake find a way to escape this living nightmare? Prepare yourself for a heart-pounding tale of survival and terror as we delve into the midnight shift on Deadscape Diaries. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for more spine-chilling stories. Let's uncover the dark secrets that lie in wait. The Midnight Shift. It was a quiet night at the 24-hour convenience store where Jake worked. The fluorescent lights buzzed softly, casting a sterile glow over the aisles of snacks and drinks. Jake had worked the midnight shift for years, and he was used to the occasional odd customer. But tonight felt different. There was a tension in the air, a sense of unease that he couldn't shake. Around 2 a.m., the bell above the door chimed and a man walked in. He was tall, with a scruffy beard and a hood pulled low over his face. Jake's eyes flicked to the TV mounted in the corner, where a news report was playing. The face of a wanted murderer flashed on the screen, and Jake's heart skipped a beat. The man in the store looked eerily similar. The stranger wandered the aisles, his movements slow and deliberate. Jake tried to stay calm, but his hands trembled as he pretended to organize the counter. The man approached, placing a few items on the counter. As Jake rang them up, he noticed the man's eyes. They were cold, calculating, and filled with a sinister glint. "Quiet night, huh?" the man said, his voice low and gravelly. Jake nodded, forcing a smile. "Yeah, pretty quiet." The man paid for his items and left, but the sense of dread lingered. Jake couldn't shake the feeling that something terrible was about to happen. He glanced at the clock, willing the minutes to pass faster. An hour later, the bell chimed again. Jake's heart sank as the same man walked back in, this time with a menacing grin on his face. "Forgot something," he said, his tone mocking. Jake's mind raced. He needed to stay calm, to think of a way out. The man approached the counter, leaning in close. "You know who I am, don't you?" he whispered, his breath hot against Jake's face. Jake nodded, his voice barely a whisper. "Yes." The man chuckled, a sound that sent chills down Jake's spine. "Good. Then you know what happens next." Before Jake could react, the man lunged at him, a knife glinting in his hand. Jake stumbled back, knocking over a display of chips. He scrambled to his feet, adrenaline pumping through his veins. He had to get out, had to survive. Jake darted towards the back door, but the man was fast. He grabbed Jake by the collar, slamming him against the wall. "You're not going anywhere," he hissed. Desperation gave Jake strength. He kicked out, catching the man in the knee. The man grunted in pain, loosening his grip just enough for Jake to break free. He bolted for the door, his heart pounding in his chest. Jake burst into the night, the cold air stinging his lungs. He ran towards the main road, hoping to find help. Behind him, he could hear the man's footsteps, relentless and unyielding. Just as Jake thought he couldn't run any further, he saw headlights approaching. He waved his arms frantically, praying the driver would stop. The car screeched to a halt, and a police officer stepped out, gun drawn. "Get down," the officer shouted. Jake dropped to the ground, his body trembling with fear and relief. The officer approached the man, who had stopped in his tracks, knife still in hand. "Drop the weapon," the officer commanded. The man hesitated, then lunged at the officer. A shot rang out, echoing through the night. The man fell to the ground, the knife clattering beside him. Jake lay there, gasping for breath, as the officer called for backup. The nightmare was over, but the terror lingered. He knew he would never forget the face of the man who had come so close to ending his life. As we close the doors on this harrowing tale, we're reminded of the thin line between the mundane and the terrifying. Jake's narrow escape from a relentless murderer is a testament to human resilience and the unexpected horrors that can lurk in the most ordinary places. If you were captivated by this nightmarish encounter, be sure to give this video a thumbs up, share it with fellow horror enthusiasts, and hit the subscribe button to join the Deadscape Diaries community. And don't forget to ring the bell icon so you never miss another bone-chilling story. Thank you for watching Deadscape Diaries. Stay vigilant, stay safe, and remember, sometimes the scariest stories are the ones that could happen to anyone.